Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Lyndon Houston. Welcome to Lyndon Houston Cooking. If you're new here, please remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a positive comment. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a lovely and fresh yam roti. And this is what it looked like. And what we're going to do after, I'll give you a peek. This is what it looked like. This is filled with ackee and saltfish, which I've just cooked up. I'll take you through the process. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video tutorial. Stay tuned. Today I'm going to show you how to use yam. This is like a white yam, and it's already cooked. And I'm going to show you how you can use this to make like a wrap, or you can use it to make roti. So I'm going to take you through the process. With this, I'm just going to get a fork, and I'm going to crush this up a bit. Make sure you crush it. What you're doing, make it easier. I'm going to put this into a rubber coupe, so it make it easy. I'm going to take you through the process. Yeah, so the next step is I'm going to transfer it into this. So with this, I'm going to add a little bit of pepper in this. You don't need much in it. I'm going to add some Celtic salt in. Next step is I'm going to add a little bit of palm oil, whatever oil you have or you love to use. You can go ahead and do so. You can use olive oil, or you can use avocado oil, whatever oil of your choice. Please go ahead and use it. So I'm using 1 egg in this. So this recipe is personal. You don't have to make it that way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop the lid on this. So I'm using this stick blender. It's very good, very effective also. I'll just set this aside. So we're just going to blend this a bit. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to add a little bit of butter to this. And I need a little bit, I'm going to add a little bit of warm water on this. Probably about 3 spoons warm water. And all of that is like personal preference. So we're gonna pop this back on, give him another blend. because the thing is you want this as smooth as possible. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna transfer this to a bowl. I'm just gonna take a spatula and take out the mixture. So once that is pured, that's what you want. So the next thing we're gonna do with this, we're gonna add, start with probably about half cup of all-purpose flour, because what we're doing, we need to turn this into a dough. You can use your hand, or if you want, you can use a mixer. So what I'm doing now, I'm using this spatula here. So I'll be adding the rest of flour in. So with this now, I'm just gonna kind of work it with my hand, because the texture, just gonna put it out on the board. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put this to relax, then start the next process. So what I'm gonna eat this roti with, or if you wanna call it wrap, I'm gonna prepare myself some ackee and saltfish, but I'm gonna do it my way. Whenever you're making this, just make it yours. You don't have to follow anybody. Whatever tastes good for you. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm dicing some onion. Sometime I julienne the onion, sometime I dice it. So if you feel like julienne the onion, please go ahead and do it. You're not doing anything wrong. I'm gonna use a bit of this bell pepper. Some people call it sweet pepper. So I'm just gonna go a piece of this. And the reason why is for color also. You don't want to put too much peppers in it, because it depends on your personal preference. Sometimes when you put too much bell pepper in it, it kills flavor of the ackee. So I'm using a bit of red pepper also. And have some plum tomato. Some people call it cherry tomato. So I'm just gonna go ahead and rough chop them a bit. So as I said, just make it yours. So that's my garnish. Next thing is I have some saltfish already cooked. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick them up. Now with this, depends on how thin you want it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and crush everything because I want it a little bit fine. So just go ahead and pick him up as small as possible, or however you think you might like it. So I have my pan on, so I'm just gonna put some oil in. Now I'm gonna go straight in with all of that. Then I'm gonna add my saltfish in. I'll be seasoning this with some black pepper. As I said, whatever you work for you. And I'm adding a bit of chili flakes. I don't like it too hot, so that's enough for me. If you don't have scotch bonnet, just use what works for you. I'm just going to use this wooden spoon just to break up the saltfish. I'm just going to increase the gas a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my ackee in. I'm using thin ackee. Of course, I'm not in Jamaica where I can pick it off the tree. So I use my thin ackee. Make sure to strain the ackee off properly. So over the ackee now, I'm just gonna add some black pepper. But that's what I like on mine. I like loads of black pepper on my ackee, and of personal preference. You don't need to kill it. Looking at it now, it's ready. So you don't have to wait till it's like dying. The next thing is I'm gonna swap that and put this on the fire, and I'm gonna show you how to roll out the wraps or roti, whatever you wanna call them, you choose it. So now our dough is relaxed. So I'm just gonna slightly dust the surface. So it all depends on what size you want out of this. So we'll put it this way that Get them a little bit bigger. Don't really want them too big, but we see what happens. So let's go ahead, we're gonna form them in a ball. Make sure you have flour surface. You're just gonna set them aside like so. So the next thing is we're gonna roll them out now. So make sure your surface floured properly. So I need to put some more flour on this because the dough, because of the texture of the dough, you have to ensure you have enough flour to roll them out. Otherwise, they're gonna stuck. Try to get it as thin as possible. Depends on how thin you think you can get it. So what I'm doing here, I'm just stretching the dough. Roll it out as thin as possible. So that should be all right. So now this is kind of the tricky part. You have to be very careful when you're putting them down. While you're doing that, make sure you leave it and let it take time. So normally there should be some bubbles start coming up, but you don't want to make this too hot also. You can increase the flame if you want. So what I'm gonna do is increase the gas a little bit. And you don't want them burn either. So while that cooking, I'm just rolling out the rest. If you notice these bubbles you see coming up, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the bubbles for it to start form a bubble. So because I don't want it overcook, burn, just gonna go ahead and flip it over. If you notice those little air pockets, you need them. So I'm just gonna give it another turn. As I said, I don't want it to overcook. Okay, I think for me that's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna slide it on a plate like this and then start the process. So make sure you have a damp towel to just put over it, because you don't want them to dry it out. We have the next one ready, but I don't want, as I said, I don't want it overcooked. I just want it take its time. So as you see, the air bubbles coming up. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to flip this over. So this one is ready. So we just put him on top of this. So I'm just getting the next one prepared. So always when you're making them look this, you need that air bubble. Very important. So this one is ready now. So these are ready. I just cover them up. Make sure you cover them up with a towel. Look at this. So that's what you want. Lovely and delicious. Look at that. You can do anything you want to do. The next trick I'm going to show you are next tips. So stay tuned. So the next thing you can do with this, we're going to use this and we're going to make like something similar like a spring roll. So this is another trick you can use something. So I'm using Ackee. Let's take some Ackee and we're going to put it in the middle. So this is something you can do at home, you know, just make things look a bit interesting. So we're gonna do like this, and you're gonna make one, you know, put the two sides in, then this, like so, then you fold it under. Now because I'm using a wrap, like the, you know, a wrap form, even though it's a roti, some people can call it a wrap. I just have a little bit of flour paste here. And what this do, this will help to seal it up. So once you make that, just set it aside. And then we're gonna do another one. This is what you can do, guys. You know, make things a little bit interesting. And we're gonna follow the same process. If you want, you can even put this around from now. This just help seal it a bit. Won't do it no harm, because once you follow this process, you will see exactly where I'm coming from. So we're gonna bring two sides in. This, when you push your hand in, push back. See, and push back, so I'm kind of creating a seal. And then you roll, and you leave him like that. So you can do as many as you want, and I'm going to show you how I do it. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to fry them like similar like a spring roll. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to fry it like a spring roll. If you notice, it look sealed. So if you don't want to burn yourself, just get something like this and take your time, lower him down in it. So we're going to do one at a time. So don't go with both of them, or unless you have a large pot. I do have a large pot, but I just choose to do it in this. So I'm just going to gently like roll it. So make sure you have also a tongue. I don't want it too dark. So if you notice, look at that. Nice golden brown color. So I'm just going to use this to bring it up out. So we're going to leave it, let it relax a bit. We're going to repeat the same process. So what I'm doing here, sometimes try to push down the side a little bit, which you seal. And also, if you want to do it in squares, you can go ahead and do it in squares. So you can make them up like this and just put it in the fridge until you want it. Just go ahead and, you know, put some seal there wherever you think you need a seal. So we're just gonna do like this because we want to make this like square. That's like my natural food glue. And then you're gonna roll it like this. So this one, we want this to be flat like this. So just get your device. We're gonna put it straight in the oil. So look at this. So you have the flat parcel here, and you have this one. It's like a spring roll, you can call it, a wrap, tortilla, whatever you want to call it. Nice and soft. So moment of truth, need to cut in it, let you see what's going on.